Hello students, welcome to the lecture. So we know that in the previous lecture we had started the discussion over medieval part of Mughal history. In this lecture we are also going to start the same topic. We will continue with the Mughal Sultanate. Then we will also try to cover the Marathas and the Sikhs. Okay, so let's start. The next great ruler in the static part of medieval history regarding the Mughal Empire, we had Shah Jahan. Okay, before him there was a ruler whose name was Jahangir. Okay, and Jahangir was the son of Akbar, right? Son of Akbar. Okay, and Jahangir's son was Shah Jahan. Got it? So Shah Jahan was the ruler in our next section. Basically, Shah Jahan is very famous for several things like monuments, okay, like foreign travelers, okay, and the last one is his Deccan policy. Got it? So let's start the sessions about Shah Jahan. Okay, so basically we could say Shah Jahan was the Deccan governor. When he used to be a prince. Okay, when he used to be a prince, he was the governor of Deccan, or you can say he was the Deccan's governor. Got it? Thereafter, he became the ruler. Of Mughal Empire. Got it? But it is said that Shah Jahan had his entire interest in making monuments. Okay, basically Shah Jahan is always allied with the facts that he used the royal treasure. To fund the monuments, or you can say it is said that he used a huge amount of royal money in making of monuments also. So the monuments which were built by him generally are these monuments are: first one is the Red Fort, second is the Pleasure Garden, third is the Peacock Throne, fourth is Jama Masjid, and the third is Taj Mahal. Okay, so these were the several beautiful monuments built by him. Okay, like the Red Fort. And here one thing is, make sure that the Red Fort basically lies at two places. First in Delhi, second in Agra. Okay, so Red Fort basically lies at two places, Delhi and Agra. The Delhi's Red Fort was built by Shah Jahan. Okay, but the Agra's Red Fort was built by Akbar. Got it? So Akbar was the person who built Agra's Red Fort. Shah Jahan was the person who built Delhi's Red Fort. Got it? Thereafter, if we talk about the Peacock Throne, then remember the Peacock Throne was basically also known as Takhte-Taus. This Peacock Throne also known as Takhte-Taus. It means Peacock Throne. Okay, so if question asks you in the exam directly that which of the following is established by Shah Jahan, your options is Agra Red Fort, Takhte-Taus, third point Ahmednagar Fort, last is Gol Gumbaz. Okay, so if I'm asking this question, just answer this question to me. I will give you 5 seconds to answer this question. Okay, so the time starts now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Time's up. Okay. So very easily you can tell me that Takhte Taus is the answer. Okay. But how? Because you know that the another name of peacock throne was Takhte Taus. Okay. It does not generally mean that if the question asks you in the exam, then there will be a mention of peacock throne. There might be a mention of Takhte Taus. So in that scenario, make sure you will be able to answer the question. Got it? Thereafter, Pleasure Gardens and Jama Masjid. Jama Masjid is all lies in Delhi. Okay, and Taj Mahal, which is also considered under 7 wonders of world. Okay, so these were the several monuments made by the Shah Jahan. Got it? Now, if we talk about the foreign travelers who visited him, okay, the foreign travelers who visited Shah Jahan. So basically, first is a Bernier. Remember, there is no chronology in it. I am just telling you the Bernier and Tavernier. Bernier and Tavernier. Okay. So these were the foreign travelers who visited Shah Jahan, and they both are belong to France. Okay. So if question asks you in the exam that which of the following foreign travelers visited Shah Jahan, let's take an example. Who of the following travelers visited Shah Jahan? Your options are Al-Biruni. Okay. Thereafter, Nicola de Conti. Thereafter, Bernier. And the last one is a Francisco. Okay. Then what should be the answer? Again, I am providing you 5 seconds to give me the answer. Your time starts now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Time's up. So you can say Bernier is the right answer, because the Vernier and the Tavernier were the ones who visited Shah Jahan. Okay. Along with the Bernier and Tavernier, another person who visited him was Niccoli Manussi. Okay. He was belong to Italy. Got it? So this is about the Shah Jahans. Okay. Remember one thing also here. Okay. Great famine occurs during Shah Jahan's rule. Okay. So if question directly asks you in the exam that during which of the following Mughal rulers great famine occurred, then answer should be Shah Jahan. Got it? Okay. Now let's move forward. If we look at the economic prosperity during Shah Jahan's, then the empire experienced economic prosperity during Shah Jahan's reign, marked by flourishing trade and commerce sector. So you can say not only architectural prosperity was there, but also economic prosperity is there. Okay. So Shah Jahan balanced architectural prosperity with the economic prosperity. Okay. Which is significantly seen by flourishing trade and commerce sectors. Okay. Thereafter, the decline of the Mughal Empire and Aurangzeb's reign. Okay, so basically if we looked at the Aurangzeb, then we could conclude that he was a capable ruler. Okay, he was a capable ruler, so we could say he maintained the might of Mughal Empire. Okay, but what he did wrong, he imposed strict Islamic policies and revoked many of Akbar's religious tolerance measures. Basically, there was a several measures taken by Akbar, like Jharoka Darshan, which is generally the interaction of ruler with people during morning time. Okay, so that system was started by Akbar basically. In this system, what he used to do, he generally come up to the balcony, which is the Jharoka in the Hindi. Okay, and then he started interaction with the general people. Okay, to maintain a connection between the people and the ruler. But during the Aurangzeb's rule, Jharoka Darshan was prohibited. Okay, he stopped the Jharoka Darshan. Okay, so you can say the bonding which was building between the ruler and the people got stopped. Got it? Thereafter, next thing is that he stopped Sati Pratha. Okay, basically in ancient time or medieval time, you can say the Hindus had a policy of Sati, which means that if the husband of a woman died at younger age, then the woman should be burned alive with the husband. Okay, so this practice called as Sati Pratha. So Aurangzeb was the ruler who banned Sati Pratha, which rose anger amongst conservative, or you can say orthodox Hindus. Alright, so the conservative and the orthodox Hindus were against the Aurangzeb. Got it? Because of this thing. Now let's move forward. If we talk about the military campaigns, then he expanded the empire to its greatest territorial extent, but also faced significant challenges, including conflicts with the Marathas, Rajput, and Sikhs. So basically, what was happening when he was a governor? When he was governor of Deccan or South. Okay, on that time he had a good control over South India, but when he became ruler, he lost the control over South India. Okay, because of this, various regional kingdoms like the Marathas, Rajput, and Sikhs, and Northwest also, these kingdoms started rising up, and this poses a threat to the Mughal Empire. Got it? Similarly, the economic strain, the constant warfare and administrative difficulties put immense financial strain on the empire. Okay, because he was not only trying to expand the empire, but he was also trying to get a control over the rebellious nature of Marathas, Rajput, and Sikhs. For this, he had to maintain a huge army, okay, and weapons. Due to this, the economy of the state was suffering. Got it? So this was the problem with economy of the state under Aurangzeb. Okay, now if we look at the cultural contributions, literature and poetry, the Mughal era witnessed the development of Persian and Urdu literature with poets like Mir Taqi Mir and Mirza Ghalib. Okay, So there were several prominent poets like Mir Taki Mir and Mirza Ghalib who contributed to the literature along with the Urdu language, Persian, and already prevalent Hindi language. Okay, so all these languages get mixed up and commonly known as Hindvi. Okay, so you can say Hindi, Persian, and Urdu. They all are different languages. Okay, but when they all are combined, they become Hindvi. Hindi, Persian, and Urdu. And basically you can say the normal Hindi which we use in today's conversation is not the original and the pure Hindi. It's a mixture of Persian, Urdu, Turkish and various languages. That's why it is called as Hindvi. Got it? Now, if we look at the art and architecture, the Mughal architecture reached its zenith characterized by grand structures, intricate designs and the extensive use of white marble, which is the example of Taj Mahal. Okay, the Mughal style influenced art across India because what was happening, it was a mixture of Persian, Islamic and traditional Indian culture. So you can say they were building the architectural styles with the mixture of Persian, Islamic and traditional Indian culture. Due to this, the architectural designs are very effective and very attractive. Got it? Thereafter, the music and dance. The Mughal courts were patrons of classical music and dance forms like Kathak. Even the Mughal ruler Akbar, was a great patronage of folk and music. Alright. And also the great musician named Tansen was the court singer of Akbar. Okay. Similarly, Jahangir, who was the son of Akbar, was great patronage of art. Okay. So this is about the Mughal Empire. If we look at the legacy and decline, then we know that the Mughal Empire began to weaken after Aurangzeb's. Okay, so the great Mughal Empire started declines after Aurangzeb's death due to internal strife, external invasions, and the rise of regional powers like Marathas, Rajputs, Sikh, Jat, and various other regional groups. Okay, and again the British colonialism, when they tried to occupy the India, they completely destroyed the Mughal Empire. Okay. Now the next topic is our Marathas and Sikhs. Basically, the Maratha power started rising with Shivaji Maharaj. Okay. He is also known as Chhatrapati Shivaji. Okay. So Marathas starting rising in the Deccan part of South India, and their prime target was Mughal Empire. Mughal empires. Okay, so basically the Marathas were originally warrior community from the western Deccan plateau in present day Maharashtra. Got it? They rose to the prominence in the 17th century under the leadership of Shivaji Bhosle, who is also known as Shivaji Maharaj and Chhatrapati Shivaji. Got it? Shivaji is celebrated for his military campaigns against the Mughal and its efforts to establish a Hindu Maratha state. Basically, he was also the father of Indian Navy, okay, and father of guerrilla warfare. Got it? So basically, Shivaji is considered as the father of Indian Navy and the father of guerrilla warfare. Got it? Thereafter, if we talk about the expansion and leadership, then Shivaji's successors, especially Sambhaji and Rajaram, continued to expand the Maratha Empire at its zenith, including vast territories in western and central India. So basically, it was the time when the Mughal Empire was declining, but the Maratha Empire was on incline. Okay, the Peshwas, a powerful Brahmin administrative class, okay, they played a significant role in Maratha governance. Balaji Vishwanath and Bajirao first were prominent Peshwas. Okay, so I want you all to write down the names like Sambhaji and Rajaram, who were the successors of the Shivaji, successful successors of the Shivaji. Okay, thereafter the Peshwas were basically the powerful Brahmin administrative class. They played a great role in Maratha governance, and the prominent Peshwas were Balaji Vishwanath and Bajirao first. Got it? Now let's move forward. The Maratha Confederacy. The Marathas operated as a confederation of various Maratha chiefs and chieftains. Got it? In the previous lecture, if you know, then we had discussed in detail about the Maratha army, Maratha administration. Okay, the Confederacy faced constant conflicts with the Mughals, the Nizam of Hyderabad, and British East India Company. So basically, they had three great rule enemies. First one is the Mughal Empire. Second one is the Nizam of Hyderabad. And the last one is British East India Company. Got it? So these were the great enemies of Maratha Empire. Got it? If we look at the Maratha resurgence, so once the Marathas got defeated by Mughals, Nizams, okay, then they started revolving under the leadership of Peshwa Madhavrao first. Okay, the Marathas experienced a resurgence in late century, but the third battle of Panipat, which was fought in the 1761, where they faced a huge defeat against the Afghan kingdom, which completely turned down the Maratha Empire, and the Marathas are under the British East India Company, because they had to deal with the British East India Company to protect them from the invaders, because they had lost their army and might in the battle with Ahmad Shah Durrani during the third battle of Panipat in 1761. Got it? Okay, now let's move forward. It's the same thing which I have told you. The Maratha Empire weakened after the defeat at Panipat and internal conflicts. The British, taking an advantage of this weakness, gradually established their authority over various Maratha states through series of treaties and wars. Okay, so basically when Marathas faced a great defeat in the third Panipat battle, the British offered them various treaties from which the Marathas came down under the British Empire. Okay, and the Maratha states which denied, then the British waged a war against them, and that's how they captured them. Okay, now if we talk about the Sikh, then the Sikhism was founded by Guru Nanak Dev in the late 15th century in Punjab region, and it was a significant religious because it contains the ideas of Hinduism, Islam, and monotheism. Okay, Sikhism emphasized monotheism, equality, and the rejection of caste and religious distinctions. Okay, growth and guru periods. There are totally 10 Sikh gurus who played a crucial role in spreading Sikhism and building a sense of Sikh identity. Okay, the Guru Gobind Singh Ji, the 10th Guru, who was the founder of Khalsa Panth, who is the Khalsa, who are the armed Sikh soldiers. Okay, this Khalsa Panth was founded by Guru Gobind Singh Ji, who was the 10th Guru. Got it? Thereafter, if we talk about the Sikh Empire, then the Sikh Empire started growing under Maharaja Ranjit Singh in the early 19th century. Maharaja Ranjit Singh unified the various chiefs and established the Sikh Empire in the Punjab region. Okay, his rule was characterized by religious tolerance, administrative reforms, and military successes. Okay, so students, in this lecture, we had completed the medieval part of static history. In the next lecture, we will start with the modern history. Till then, just revise all the facts so that you will be able to grasp the thing properly. Okay, thank you.